Hey horse pals, welcome back to our video. We are going to go over one of our little horse neighbor friends' legs. We did the botfly video last time and she happened to see it and noticed she had a lot of botflies as well. Sorry, botfly eggs. I don't know why I call them just botflies, and I did that in my last video, but they're just botfly eggs. This girl, Gemma, is a little bit more nervous. We're going to take some time, but I just want to show you how infested they can get and why it's important to get them off. And I'm going to show you one of my little tricks that I use to try to prevent the eggs from being deposited on their hairs. So on her legs, she has them all the way down. And like I said, it's easy to see because she has those dark hairs and they're nice and yellow, the eggs. She has them on her chest. She has them all the way at her girth. Here on her other side, you see the inner leg there, her girth. Hers do go all the way into her mane and around her flank area. So one major concern that I've heard while removing the botfly eggs is down here where you have your tendons, where it's a lot more delicate for the horse, and you just really want to be more gentle. The botfly knife is pretty wide. Sorry about that angle. It's pretty wide and you have a good amount of space. So what you want to do is turn it to the tip, be a little bit more direct with the tip of the blade and only get the little area that you want. Yes, this is a more sensitive area, and yes, you only want to be putting pressure or scraping off right where you want to be instead of just going along the whole tendon and possibly hurting the horse. You want to be more direct and use the tip. Another thing is, how hard, what type of pressure. You don't want to put the knife like this. You want to put it nice and flat and flush against the hair and press pretty deep. You're not going to hurt the horse. Look at all those eggs that just came off with that one little scrape. But you're not going to hurt the horse. And one good experiment I guess you can do, and one thing I actually just did, is you can do it on yourself. So if you're wondering what it's going to feel like on your horse, do it to yourself. Lay it flat, dig into your skin, and slide the blade. It didn't cut my skin. It didn't cut my hair. It's not going to hurt your horse. Now, how these eggs really impact the horse is the horse will rub these eggs off with their muzzle or their face, their lips and their nose. And these eggs will get deposited into the lips and work its way into the belly while they're eating and hatch. They'll hatch in the belly, and then the larvae will start to develop a little bit, move through the intestines, and then they, make their way out to poop, and then they turn into flies, and then the cycle just repeats. This is literally parasite infestation in your horse's stomach. So you want to remove these eggs. You do not want them on your horse's body. One of the reasons this horse did have an extreme amount of botfly eggs is there was just a little misunderstanding with the dewormer, and the dewormer was not getting rotated properly on schedule for the season of the flies and essentially the botfly season or botfly larvae season. So one of the tricks that I do use to help during a really bad botfly season is I like to use baby oil or coconut oil. This will make the hair nice and slick, and it will give a chance to ward off the landing of the eggs. If it does land, it'll slough off because it's oily. So I just rub it down. If she does happen to lick her legs with her lips, it's okay. This is natural stuff. It's not going to harm them. There's 0 chemicals in this. Not saying that the fly spray does or doesn't work, but this makes the legs super slick. Therefore, any eggs that they try to deposit on, or any flies that try to land on her, won't get a very good footing. So it just gives her a little extra defense to prevent those eggs from landing. Now, she had them pretty high on her body, so I'm going to do her whole leg and give her the best chance possible to be in defense of these botfly eggs. Now that we've got Gemma botfly egg free, we rubbed coconut oil all over her legs and her underbelly to keep those botfly eggs at bay from landing on her legs and her hair and making their way to her mouth and lips to hatch in her belly. If you have any other questions or you want to make any comments, please drop them below. And if you're interested in buying the botfly knife that we were using, click on the links for State Line Tack or horse.com and get yours. Thanks for watching.